Chains by Boss. Chains by Boss is now the official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. If you need your custom cowboy chains, you go to Chains by Boss. You can find them on any of your social media. You can find them on TikTok, Chains by Boss on TikTok. You can find them also on Instagram, Chains by Boss, and you can also find them on Facebook. Chains by Boss will deliver the hottest new cowboy chains for you, and we recognize them as our official Cowboy podcast sponsor. Thanks. And always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast would love to welcome Voscaro's Gang as our official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. Voscaro's Game has all your custom stickers, your custom towels, your custom tumblers, anything you need to represent your team, such as those Dallas Cowboys or even those hated San Francisco 49ers. Voscaro's Gangs have you. You can find them on all social media, especially Instagram and TikTok. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Voscaro's Gang as our official sponsor of the show. As always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Dominion Custom Clothing. Cowboy fans, if you need your custom suits, your custom sportswear, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company for you. Dominion Custom Clothing also offers a free mobile service to your home, to your business for suit fittings and fabric showing. Dominion Custom Clothing has been a clothier in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for the last 20 years. So if you need that suit for the night out on the town or the tuxedo for the prom or special occasions, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company you have been looking for, and is always Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, Cholo Town, El Paso, it's our man, 21, Armando, 21. And from the hill country of Texas, Austin, it's our man, Retrofit Sports, Hook 'em, it's Rue. And from Tucson, Arizona, the player personnel director of the Cowboy Up podcast is Kuiper AZ. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey 520. What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, it has been a while, and I don't know if the screen has gotten smaller or Mikey has gotten smaller. One of the two has gotten
He's
smaller.
stepping a little farther back. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's a little bit.
I was just like, what the hell? I was like, man, it's been a while since he's been on the show. He's been doing his thing. And I was just like, that skinny fucker him. I had a little competition for the excuse me, the show. and being called big fella and all this other shit. And then Mikey ain't even in the big club no more. His skinny ass. I'm sick of this shit.
Dude, I'm gonna not be in the 300-pound club pretty damn soon. So
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But congratulations, bro. You're looking good. You're looking
I
good,
had
man.
to. I had to. If it was up to me, I'd been the size I was my whole life.
Right.
That check engine light goes on, and you got to take care of business. You know what I mean? What is up,
Man? It's good. It's good to see everybody, man. I hope everybody had a good playoff weekend. I know we're coming on right when Monday Night Football is popping off too. So hope you just got it on in the background and listen to a little Cowboy Up podcast. We got our man Chop that's joined us too. What's up, Chop? How you doing?
What's up, fellas?
Doing good,
on,
man.
Chop?
Doing good. Good to see you. Good to
Yes,
see
sir.
you.
Yes, sir.
And I had to do this, because I was told that I had to acknowledge him because he is the official winner of the Cowboy Up, the first.
Hey, I gotta
annual-
go real quick.
Oh, you got okay.
I'll-
Nice to meet y'all, man. Hey, man, have a good show, man. We'll talk to y'all later, man. Thanks for coming out and watching the Cowboy Up podcast. We'll see y'all later. Peace. No, we don't. It's our man, Cowboy Corner. What's up, man?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When you pulled Kuiper and Mikey up, I said, "Who the hell's that?" And then I said, "Is that?" My jaw was dropped up until you acknowledged your fantasy football winner. So, Mikey, congratulations, dude! You're looking amazing.
Appreciate it, Bubba. Appreciate it, Bubba. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. You know how it is. Congratulations on your championship in the first annual, fantasy football. You got your kudos.
I was watching that. I was watching that intro. I think after Mikey, it should be in our first annual winner for the 2025 fantasy football Cowboys Corner.
You know what? That should be a part of the prize.
100%.
I think that is because it's acknowledged for a whole damn year.
Yep. Until there's a new winner, but I will defend my title proudly, and I will win yet again.
Lucky ass bullshit.
2 times.
Lucky bullshit.
Style, 2 times.
We're gonna get into it.
Yeah, whatever.
So that needs to be part of it. I need my acknowledgement on the intro.
The reason I'm saying what the hell ever because the fucker beat me, and I'm mad.
Still got the best record.
And it's funny. I know we're gonna get off of fantasy because I know people don't want to hear about it, but it's like I stopped playing fantasy because of I wasn't paying attention to the Cowboys. I would always pay attention to my fantasy team, but I can say it was fun this year because it was playing with people we knew, and just the shit talking back and forth. That's all it was. It was just good fun. And as soon as he beat me, it wasn't even a good doubles, triple zeros on the clock. My fucking phone is going off. I was like, I said, fucking Mike, what does he want? And I was like, fuck, you beat me. Now you got to call and rub it in too.
I know.
I told him before we played, I said, you better hope I don't win because you're not going to hear the end of it. That's what I told him.
Well, I've been hearing it ever since. So, Chop, is a good thing you didn't join, because you'd had to hear it too, Chop.
And then Wu didn't play either, so
I was all good.
I know. But hey, man, let's get into a little football talk. Y'all want to do playoffs first, or y'all want to do Cowboys first? Which one y'all want?
Cowboys. Shit, that's my vote.
Let's talk Cowboys first. All right, cool, man. I was thinking, man, today would be a good day, man, just to pass out some grades. We ain't got to go person by person. We can literally just go by groups, okay? And what did you think of the group overall? Okay. Now, if you want to point out a player in that group, feel free. You can go right ahead and do that. But what I just want just your grades, because to me, the team didn't pass. It didn't pass. I mean, if we didn't get to the playoffs, it didn't pass. But it may be some people on the team that did have passing grades, right? So I want to get into that, man. I want y'all honest opinion. Don't sugarcoat it. I mean, if you don't like that group or one of them people in persons in that group, tell me and say it. Hey, that fucker, because Mike ain't scared to Cowboy Corner ain't scared to say them fuckers gotta go. Okay.
If you're sissified in the comment section, buckle up.
Yeah. So, like I say, we ain't got to go person by person. We just gonna go groups, okay? And like I said, if you want to single out a person in that group, you can go right ahead, okay? So we're gonna start out first with our DB groups, and I'm gonna go first. I'll be real quick. F. Next, what you got?
F minus. F minus, complete F minus in every single one of them, especially Trayvon Diggs and Deron Bland. You guys are getting paid too much, and you guys dropped the ball way too much this season. And the safeties,
was that a metaphor?
God, cut every safety.
Was that a metaphor?
I don't think it was a metaphor. I think he's being truthful.
I think it works perfectly either way.
So 520. What did you think about the DBs?
Well, obviously you didn't see Donovan Wilson out there. Talk about shitting the bed. He didn't even make it into his school clothes. Talking about fucking getting a nap. That's the epitome of being late and not even being saved by the bell. He wasn't waking up in the morning and the clock was out of order. He didn't make it on time. He didn't see himself look and give himself a look to see the blood fly by. No, his ass took a shit in the bed and never made it to school to get a motherfucking grade. He's still wondering, fucking knowing what a cover 2 is. Fuck Donovan Wilson. I can't stand these proponents. He's worse than Wilcox. At least Wilcox brought the boom. He's the worst cover safety that I've ever seen in my damn life. Couldn't find a black cat in a dark room in a corner that ain't there. Not knowing this is a kid's game, and he didn't even know how to play a kid's game as an adult getting millions of dollars. And I say, Donovan motherfucking Wilson. And don't get me started on Kenneth Murray, but that's just another fucking shit altogether.
All right. Like I say, don't hold back. If you got something to say about it, say it. Chop. You up next. What did you think about the DB room?
F. That was just it. Plain and simple.
Yeah,
plain and simple.
It's simple. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay. Cowboy Corner.
It's an F. Everybody's right. Everybody's right. It is most definitely an F. I will say this though: Al Harris was missed in that cornerback room. He might have babied players and everything, but technique all the way around was straight garbage. Deron Bland did not look the same. Trayvon Diggs didn't look the same. He even left the facility, did his own rehab, and still looked like complete garbage. You talk about Malik Hooker being hurt, not looking good. Marquise Bell, that was supposed to be a high guy coming into this season, looked like everybody regressed. Nobody improved. Right. And I think that was the Al Harris effect. You look at those Chicago corners, those Chicago DBs. They're playing well. They're in the playoffs. They just beat our
right. Playing right.
Right, yes. right. But see, Nahshon Wright was a failure here under Al Harris too. Let's not forget that.
Well, and then to add to what you're saying, it's not garbage. It's the garbage. You've seen the meme with the little kid. They ask him to fucking spell garbage, and he says GBITCH, and the uncle looks at him like, that ain't right. That's the garbage that motherfuckers were playing.
Don't do it, big fella. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a setup.
All right.
That's a setup.
All right.
It's all garbage.
So look, man. It's a consistent. They fail. So we starting off our first grade on the report card. When the parents see it, the first initial one is an F. Okay.
I think it's an I, boss. It's an incomplete. Because to get an F, you have to have an effort. These fuckers didn't even show up. They got I's. This is lower than F. It's an incomplete.
Okay. So the linebackers. I'll go first again. F. Okay. What do you think, Kuiper?
I'd go so much as to say a D, honestly, because there were glimpses in games where these guys really did pop off. When we started going into the 5 front, there were dudes, not Kenneth Murray, but there were games where we saw legitimate potential. There's a couple dudes that bring the whole group down, but there's a couple dudes I could see being a future starter.
And I agree with you about that. But when you say bring the whole group down, that's why they got an F for me, because those ones brought. You know how that you had that real nice teacher that said, "Hey, we're gonna grade on the curve." Okay, when the whole average of the whole class is a 50 and below,
they brought that shit straight again.
That's how I consider our linebacker group. 520. What you think about them?
The same fucking feeling. I get it. We were hurt, overshown, all of that. But a semblance of playing this damn game. Kenneth Murray was the worst linebacker I've ever seen play on a football field. and you know what's even sad? We traded for a guy named Luke Wilson, and that guy was even worse than him. Stanborn was even worse. It was the
Logan.
Great White Hopes getting shades of Sean Lee, right? And I don't know how you could put a D in front of these papas. There was no D play. There was no D at all. Kenneth Murray is the worst freaking linebacker I've ever seen in my life. He's on the floor right now, missing a fucking tackle, missing assignments. Did you think Kendricks last night? We saw it together. Maybe he was a step slow, but he had the acumen to play the damn game and be in position. Man, we were missing Kendricks last night, weren't we? I was missing Kendricks, even though he was a step slow and $1 short, but that was better than the bullshit fucking we got. Of course, Overshown, we can't shit on Overshown the whole much. He could only do so much. You could tell he came back from an injury. What he did with Jalen Hurts and what he did in the Kansas City game, he changed. But by himself, the weight was too much, and the game caught up with him at the same time. And that's not just on him. I love him as our prospect, but as a room, incompletely, it's an I. It's an incomplete, and I hate how it translates to defense, because incompletions is what we want. No, completions is what they got.
Right.
So it's not a pun. It's an incomplete. Like, they shit their bed. They didn't even fucking take a shower. They didn't even get ready for school. They didn't even get in class.
All right. Chop, what you think about the linebacker group? The linebacker group.
This is really kind of hard. The obvious look like the obvious, like Mikey said, but I have to say a D. And the only reason I'm gonna say a D right now is because a lot of that had to do with positioning and coaching. I think the linebacker coach needs an F, and of course, Eberflus needs a no grade, a no show. And he got some guys that I know that can play. He made them look like they can't play. Like, they really did not play Lil foul. They used him in the nickel like a strong safety or something like that, trying to cover the back coming out of the field. They didn't even use him right at all. So the room itself was probably decent. Well, not decent, it was average. But the style in which they had to play made them look absolutely horrible. And Kenneth Murray, Mikey, right. He's right. I'm not going to even say nothing else about that one. Some players, even if you put them in bad position, you're not going to look that damn bad. You know what I'm saying? This guy looked bad. And I don't know what happened to him, because I've seen him play before. I didn't see this. And not this Kenneth Murray. I didn't see that. I saw a strong linebacker that wasn't good in coverage, but could stop the run and fill the gaps. This time, he was like a minute late to the party every down. And I didn't understand that. Because I know he's smarter than that. And he's a good tackler. He don't really miss tackles. He's just always behind them. But that's my grade. I give him a D, but the coaches get an F.
All right. Cowboy corner.
Oh, it's all an F.
I'm sorry. My tribal chief.
Yes.
What's your grade?
Oh my God.
Yes. Here we go. No,
Glaziness.
it's an F.
I swear, man.
It's an F. It's an F for me. There's no such thing as a D for players and an F for coaching staff. That collectively they all sucked, respectively. They all sucked. When you look at Maris Luafau, he took a step backwards. Overshown looked slower. Shamir James started off strong, fell off the map. Where the hell was Justin Barron at? Big number 55, who was a standout in the preseason, and they never even gave him a chance in the regular season. But yeah, you're going to keep Kenneth Murray Jr. out there like he's some type of fucking Charmin toilet paper. He's a one-ply piece of shit is what he is. I don't understand how – what, big fella, you can't even, come on, man. I'm trying to show you over here making me laugh now. All right,
that's funny. I'm sorry.
So yeah, he's just a one-ply piece of shit. I don't understand how we went out this long and not trying Barron with Logan Wilson or doing something, right? I mean, it was so bad. The defensive coordinator told Jerry Jones he forgot Logan Wilson was on the team. That's why he didn't get any snaps against the Commanders. What the fuck are we doing in Dallas? All right. This right here is terrible. Linebackers, coaching staff, everything's an F. You can't separate the two because they were bullshit. No one exceeded at the linebacker position. What we thought was a strength coming into this season was a complete failure.
I second that.
Failure. I wanted a medium. I wanted a medium steak, and they gave me fucking beef jerky. That's what the fuck they did. It was complete nonsense.
Beautiful.
All right.
So Cowboy Corner.
They gave you shit. They gave you shit, dog. Shit.
So let me ask you this: we kind of believe who's not going to be here as a linebacker next year. What if Leo Fowl, Overshown, Barron, I'm missing one. Leo Fowl, Barron, Overshown. What if those guys come in here next year with a different coaching staff and shine like hell?
You can only polish a turd so much before you have to flush it. You have to bring in some linebackers in this draft or in free agency. If you go into this with the same mindset that Maris Luafau going to his third year is going to be miraculous, or Shamir J, we're holding on to something that Jerry has taught us to do. We got to let players go, and it's okay. There's a thing that I like to call roster garbage, and what I seen from this team, it has a lot of garbage. My trash days are Monday mornings. It's time to put that garbage out on the curb and let it go. It's okay. If they go shine somewhere else, let it be. Danny Amendola did the same thing. We players leave here, and DeMarcus Ware got a Super Bowl with the Broncos. I still sleep at night. I'm tired of keeping roster garbage on this team. It's time to put it on the curb and let the city take care of it. We have to. I don't want to hold on to what ifs. I know what is. That's what we got to live in. I'm tired of living in hypotheticals. We got to live in what is, not in what ifs.
Well, but the problem is you only have one linebacker that's coming back on the third year.
I got free agency. I got draft. I'm not scared.
They never really had a real opportunity to really be coached up under a real system. The only one the oldest one is Overshown, which I can understand. We're getting another linebacker to shore that up. But you got a brand new Shamar James, you got a brand new number 5 Barron, you got a brand new you got a third year Leo Fowl. So
you're using that brand new too loosely. Just because you bought a 2020 doesn't make it brand new, Bubba. We got to get on with this. It's brand new to me, bro. Shit. No, see that we gotta quit doing the what ifs and know what the what is, and you'll sleep better.
But at the same time, coaching does matter. So right now we're gonna go into coaching, and we saw what it went from Mike Nolan to fucking Q. So we got to put the brakes. There was shit out there, but we got young guys that could be fixed, like Shamar James and Luafau. Luafau is going to be a special teams guy. We know it. And he's going to be a player, a nickel guy. I think so. But we could fix that with a better fucking coach.
Right.
We know Kenneth Murray is garbage. We knew Sanborn was garbage. And we knew Luke Wilson was ass. Because those were the veterans, and they were shit where they came from, and they were shit when they got here.
But here's the problem, though, with that. Is you have at least you have 3 good players on that line when you run a 5-man front. There wasn't a linebacker that stuck out to me and made those plays when necessary. Overshown took a step back. I think, I regret saying play him. I think you should have held him out all year and let him come back next year because he looked slow. He wasn't that explosive linebacker that we once saw, right?
No, so he had shades of it. I'll defend that. He had shades. It's just it looked bad because it was a lot on him, and I'm not making excuses for him, but watch the Eagle game alone. You can see his explosiveness and tracking down, taking the right angle, and I think those games were on him. And it did affect him. He wasn't in game speed, game shape, or game anything. You're right. They should have kept him out. But the way we were still having the number one offense, there was so much pressure on him that it was an unfair. And we even talked about it on this show that I remember I even said it. He is not the Marion Overshown of Nazareth. He ain't here to save everybody. He doesn't have that ability, and they put that on him. And then you saw that he cracked and burned after 2 ACLs in 3 years. Like, and I'm sticking up for him because we saw good shades of it. Give him a whole other offseason. We're going to see another DeMarvion Overshown. I get it. We got the 12th and the 20th pick, Michael.
We got to keep it going. Sorry to go long-winded.
Oh no, I'm loving the conversation because we got to get it out. So shit, that's why I've been keeping mine brief because I wanted to hear y'all. I already know how I feel. All right, so defensive line to me, the only passing grade on the whole defense, and I give them a C-. And the only reason I give them a C- is because when we made the trade, you can see the difference in the defensive line. So I give them a C-. We'll start with corner. Corner, what did you give them?
Oh, it's gonna be a D for me. You're Sam Williams, and I don't want Aaron Whitecotton on this team when we get our new defensive coordinator because I didn't see Ezeraku do anything but 2 sacks. Your average rookie averaged anywhere between 3 to 6 sacks. He was at 2 sacks, so he's below the average. So you didn't see anything there from him. Sam Williams looked like total bullcrap. Clowney comes in off the street a couple of weeks in, and he leads the team in sacks with 6. That's pathetic. That is utterly pathetic. You got to go get Quentin Williams to come in for you. Osa Odigizua gets paid and looks like he's an undrafted free agent from fucking Garden City Community College. All right, you got fucking
Thomas.
Kenny Clark, Kenny Clark was a dog in Green Bay. He showed that dog, and he turned into a puppy towards the end of the season. And then Quentin Williams got back, and he probably turned it back into a dog. So we got to get some dogs on that D line, man. It is a straight D- for me. And Aaron Whitecotton, take your ass somewhere else.
Bye, motherfucker.
All right, Mikey, give me your grade.
Well, you know what? This was my favorite part of the defense. This is the only part of that semblance that look like a defense, but it grinds you. It grinds you down. It grinds you down as a team. You saw their semblances of being good. I like the Thomas pickup. I really did. I like the way he played. Kenny Clark was Kenny Clark. Quentin Williams is gonna be Quentin Williams. Dante Fowler, get the fuck out of here. Sam Williams, get the fuck out of here. Let's try to retain Clowney because we got to give him props. We had him buried. 6 sacks was something that we got for the bang for the buck. That's the great value, I guess, right? And I'll take that again. And also, it's just what is the term? Shit goes downhill, and it trickled from the top, came down, and it affected all our team. If anything we could say has talent is this line, and we could plug in the holes with players off the free agency, somebody we could get. That part I'm not scared of. We could plug in some guys, but guys like Dante Fowler, get the fuck out of here. Sam Williams, get the fuck out of here. Ezeraku, he's promising. He started flashing into something. He needs to get more weight. We'll see what weights does for him in the offseason. And we'll see how he could use that athleticism with the weights. I like our interior. I do. But they just need to get their head out of their ass and be motivated the whole year. It's hard to fucking be motivated the whole year when you got linebackers like Kenneth Murray and fucking safeties like Donovan Wilson. Donovan Wilson doesn't know how to play cover 2, and fucking Kenneth Murray can't play cover 2 and carry a linebacker off the fucking middle.
All right. Chop, how do you feel about what is your defensive line grade?
Well, I'm going to give him a B, and I'll tell you, and I will tell you why. Because I think we was either third or fifth highest in stopping the run once Quentin Williams got there. So that told me something. I think we did pretty good. As far as Donovan Ezeracco, I got to take that back to DeMarcus Lawrence. It took DeMarcus Lawrence 2 years before he was able to be that pass rush we thought it was. Because
don't you think we missed D-Law? I think we missed D-Law.
Oh yeah, we definitely miss him. But sometimes it takes a while for edge rusher to learn his toolbox to get what he got. I think he's going to be fine. I think Justin Houston played well when they played him. Why they start shorting this time?
Good one, Chop. Good one.
I have no idea, but he played well. And Javion Clowney with a full offseason and re-signed him to a veteran good deal. We should get him back. Now, as far as Dante Fowler, I could do without. Williams, I would keep him around. And I'm going to tell you why. This guy coming off of ACL, he wasn't going to look that good. We thought he was with Micah and coming in, but he didn't. He was just there. He was just a guy. So Osa Digazua, he benefited off of Michael Parsons. And once Michael Parsons left, then he got some attention. But I guarantee you, those three on this line, even though they all ain't going to play together all the time, they're going to be good. They're going to be good with a full off season and being together as a unit. And they are the ones that really we stopped the run the second half of the season. We straight stopped the run, and can't nobody deny it. Our secondary killed us. That's how people stayed in the game. We didn't even allow a 100-yard rush, I think.
What? Yeah, we got to get to the quarterback too, Chop.
Well,
we got to get to the quarterback too, Chop.
No, I mean we do, and I'm gonna tell you something. I saw these playoff teams. Hardly none of them got to the quarterback.
Yeah, you're right.
Except except San Diego, Justin Herbert was getting killed because he's a one-armed man. But in these playoffs, I watched all the pass rushers look like regular dudes. So even though it did put pressure on the quarterback, but there was no killer DN in these playoffs. So that's why I got to give him a B. With all the right coaches that come back, and Whitehurst, White Cotton, he interviewed for the defensive job today.
It is rumored that John ain't Gannon, right?
Yeah. I don't want to see White Cotton as a defense because he was part of the problem too. So I don't want to see that. Even though he was taking orders from the head DC, I don't know if I really want to see that either.
His name alone.
Come on, corner.
His name alone should be a red flag.
Corner finna get me. Go ahead, corner. Come get me.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Let Kuiper go first. Kuiper, right. give me the grade, Kuiper.
Yeah, I got to give them two separate grades, okay? The DTs and the interior D linemen, I will give them a C. For the edge rushers, I give you a D minus because there's not much you can work with when your scheme is changing throughout the year. And once it finally worked, you had a good skid, and then they just stopped using that scheme altogether for some reason. I think this group is definitely very dependent on what coach is going to get brought in and what scheme as far as how good they'll be next year. But, man, I hated watching Ezraku play so much as a rookie. I would see the dude every single time just go straight past the tackle, let the running back go right through. You rush all the way upfield, Jalen Hurts just ran for 10 more yards.
Yeah, that's something Louis kept doing too.
Hey,
you're right.
Real quick, I want to thank my man Taylor here because he is a Niner fan I used to work with in San Francisco, and I called him. I said, say, man, please do one thing for me. Have your boys beat the shit out the fucking Eagles.
Hey, you know what? Thank you, Chicago Bears. Hey, FUCK.
Fuck those Eagles!
And thank you, Chicago Bears, for locking up our 20th pick for us in grand fashion. Thank you, Chicago Bears.
Now,
I hate this playoffs. I hate this
Corner,
playoffs.
you wanted to rebut Chop. What did you
Yeah,
want to say?
yeah. So he said B's, and that I'm going to give him a B, and that stands for brave. All right, because you got. He talked about stopping the run. You played the Raiders, and you stopped their run. You played the Chiefs, and if Isaiah Pacheco played that whole game, he was picking up like 10 yards a carry. So there's that. But the other guys behind Isaiah Pacheco wasn't very good. And you played the Eagles. Saquon has the Madden curse. What about that fourth game, Chop? You want to remind me what we did against the Detroit Lions when a real team came to play? Oh, okay. I'll remind you.
Yeah, we know you know that game.
Williams, 96 yards. Montgomery, 60 yards. Over 150 yards rushing when a real team came to play. All right. I can't sit here and say we were this because Quentin Williams came in and we stopped the run. It was fool's gold. It was smoke and mirrors. I didn't ride that 3-win streak train. I knew it was fool's gold. When a real team came to play, we got smacked in the fucking face.
In the face.
I can't sit here and say that. And that's why your B stood for brave for me, Chop.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey, real quick, can I say another thing about this D line? This is a lot of average and below average edge rushers. You can get away with edge rocking maybe in year 2, but I think a sneaky huge need in this offseason is to find a top dog edge rusher.
Hey, that's everywhere. That's I get what you mean, but yeah. Well, good thing we have the 12th to the 20th pick in the draft, man.
Yeah,
because we got one on the 12th pick before.
Now, Chop, I'll put you up here first because I know you've talked about this a lot on our pregame show and other things. I saw TikToks. Special teams grade, okay, and this is overall, guys. This is not just our place kicker, okay.
No, he should have been at the end too.
Okay, I'm gonna give our special teams a C+. It should have been a B+, but I give it a C+. And the reason I give it a C+ is I know what Chop is gonna talk about. Chop, what's your special teams grade?
They got a D.
Okay.
They got a straight D. And the only reason they didn't get an F is because of Brandon Aubrey.
Yep.
Yeah, he missed a couple of field goals. Okay, whoop-de-doo. It's going to happen. But no, straight D. And the reason I gave him straight D, because they had no business letting Bone Fossil out of this door. They had no business letting Bone Fossil. And first, when he left, I was like, okay, we got Swanson, ex-defensive coordinator from San Francisco. That should come out well. But obviously, this guy had absolutely no idea how to scheme up special teams. This was terrible. Even the run backs from other teams from punt return, and they was averaging to the 40-yard line off every kick. That we've never seen that. Now I know my man Devontae Turpin with the half hand stuff, and that's his fault. But again, I'm gonna look back at that coaching. What do you want me to do? You want me to call a fair catch or you don't? You want me to do it or you don't? He's getting us instructions from the sideline. It's clearly you can see it. So now, he had to make up his mind. He was running dead up in the back of his own players on most of the run backs. That I don't understand. We've never seen Cavante Turpin do that. He's never forgot how to run the ball back, whether it's punt return or kickoff return. Somebody was instructing him to run a certain way. And he did it. He ran right up he would run right. We saw Cavante Turpin. When he catches the ball, he was either going left, he going right, and turn up. How many times he did that? Maybe 3 times in his entire year. Other than that, he ran right up in the goddamn teeth of the goddamn defense that was tight. I didn't understand that at all. So, yeah, they get a D only because of Brandon Aubrey.
All right. All right. You were nicer than I thought. Kuiper, give me your grade, my special teams grade. Overall,
man, I think it's a D minus maybe, but it's funny because this was supposed to be the biggest strength, right? And the Dallas Cowboys team. was the special teams because of Brandon Aubrey, because you have an electric kick returner. But man, dude, you talk about big games where you guys needed the field position, you just needed that third side of the game to come through. They shit the bed every single time. And it was horrible. I can't. I honestly, it is a lot of coaching, but at the same time, man, how many missed tackles do you see every single kick return and punt return? That was horrendous. Wow, and Brandon Aubrey, Cameron Little took your title. He took your title, buddy.
You've been waiting. You putting that freaking bullet in your gun forever. I don't want to hear that bullshit.
He took the title. What can I say?
He's still the best kicker in the league. Brandon Aubrey's still the best kicker in the league. But one made the playoffs. But you've been waiting for to use that good bullet in your gun. You whatever, dude.
Mikey, give me a grade, brother.
Oh, they got an F. Brandon Aubrey got him graded. They failed, but they got him graded. You know what I mean? Look, they're all eyes. Yeah, everything is eye. Defense is eye. The thing about it, you're right, Chop. You're right. You kept beating that drum about letting Bones Fossil go. We saw a punt block when they do it. You know what pissed me off about this team and this defense of this team, and it goes along with this. We would get something that would work. Hence the first play of the fucking Viking game where we blitzed the cornerback. And then we would stop doing what worked for some fucking reason. We blocked the fucking kick in the Cardinal game. We saw, rest in peace, Marshawn Nealon. And we're not going to act like that didn't affect our team at all, but there's no excuses. And we didn't block shit all year. And what they did was they blocked somebody and bull rushed Marshawn Nealon's guy, and then you got a free Sam Williams. In fact, Sam Williams blocked the kick. Marshawn Nealon picked it up, but we never saw that again. Maybe the fake was cool. Brandon Aubrey getting that first down, that was cool. And then having teams just start on the 40, yes. It was putrid. Any sort of semblance of what we got, it was coaching 100%. It was 100%. Cavante looked like he regressed. A lot of spectacular things that we thought were our strongest suits regressed, and it's 100% because of coaching.
All right, corner. What was your grade?
Chop, it's an F. Chop had me up until you said whoop-de-doo about Brandon Aubrey. Dude, I'm nervous about Brandon Aubrey. It's scary about Brandon Aubrey. Since the Cardinals game, Brandon Aubrey is 63.1% accurate. Since the Cardinals game, 63 point, and that's whoop-de-doo, Chop. That's scary for a guy in a contract year.
Let me add two. We didn't kick for field goals when we should have kicked for field goals in that game too. We went for it on fourth down in our own zone twice when we lost possessions. If we would have kicked it, it would have made a different game.
63.1% since the Cardinals game. That's 9 weeks of bad kicking by your kicker. I've seen that from Dan Bailey. I've seen that from Maher. I've seen that from Greg. I've seen that from Greg the Leg. Now I'm seeing that same trend with Brandon Aubrey. In a contract year, unacceptable. I would be okay if Brandon Aubrey moved on because at a 60 you're accepting 63% kick radius from Brandon Aubrey. You're okay with that? Absolutely not. This team, especially this year, Brandon Aubrey has 150 points of field goals this year. So this team depends on a reliable kicker. 63.1% is not reliable to me. And then now I'm done with Brandon Aubrey. I'm off that high horse. He can go. I wouldn't shed a tear. Now the flags on special teams was atrocious. All right.
Yeah.
The tackling was atrocious. And I've been saying this for weeks. I'm going to say this again. Let's trade Cavante Turpin and let's trade Brandon Aubrey for a special teams package. Let's see what we can get with those two paired up because Turpin sucks. bad. It's overhyped. It's underperformed. It's overrated. All right. He has not returned a single touchdown in 2 years. Why is he still back there and then he pops the ball and fakes the ball like he was gonna do something? That guy sucks. He carries better good than he does a kickoff return. This guy fucking sucks. Why is he still on this team? He needs to go. He needs to fucking go. There's no reason why Turpin should be on special teams anymore. Zero reason.
Well, he just got paid, corner.
I don't give a rat's ass. He got paid chump change. His dead money is less than nothing. Zach Martin on the bench makes more than Kevontae Turpin's whole contract. Cut his ass.
Hey, he returned against Washington last year. You said 2 years. Last year he returned against Washington.
It's 2026, Chop. We played a game in 2026.
Hey, no. Hey, say a true 2 years, not a year and a half. He did return the punt against Washington. He only had one bad year, and that was this year. But there was a lot going on.
We have to stop depending on these fucking clowns. That's what we have to stop doing.
I wouldn't trade Kevontae, and I'm going to sign Aubrey, hands down.
And then you're going to be missing field goals because he has the bug.
We're going to have this conversation in about 6 months.
Well, I'm gonna give my grade real quick because I didn't give it. I'm gonna say a solid C. So that's my grade, solid C. All right, okay. So we're going to the offensive side of the ball now, guys. The offensive side of the ball. I'm gonna do the quick one first. Quarterback A+. I give it yes. Michael, A+. Beautiful year by Dak Prescott. I loved everything he did this year. Kuiper, what's your grade for him?
I give him an A-. He was great, but another great year that ended up in what? Nothing. And there were a lot of moments, okay, where Dak did choke in games. And he threw shitty ass passes, he threw interceptions, but at the same time, I loved seeing him in this offensive system.
Okay. Chop, what's your grade, baby?
Oh, I got to give my boy Dak an A. I think he did great. Honest to God, I think a lot of the interceptions he threw was off the hands of wide receivers that don't know how to catch at certain times. Now, there was some time he was under pressure, especially when that line was playing like crap and the dude had time, like in that Denver game. And I think also in that Cardinal game, he didn't have time to even set his feet. So I'm going to give Dak an A because he did finish, third this year upon the quarterbacks? And without a defense, he still finished third, and he didn't even play half a game. I think George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb did what George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb do. Even though Pickens was out about 4 or 5 games, I think they did well. I think our running back did well. I just think we had a problem at our left tackle. We had a problem with our right tackle. We had a problem staying uninjured on the line, and the cohesiveness that we had on the line was kind of shaky at times. And I go further than that. I had a problem with Brian Schottenheimer.
Wait, you jumping. We stand in quarterback.
Okay, good. All right, quarterback. I give my quarterback an A. Give my quarterback an A, straight up.
All right, Mikey.
I give him a C. I give him a C just because we didn't make the playoffs. The standard is the standard. We talk about the standard.
Okay.
It wasn't good enough. And I know Dak stays in his lane and he fires up everybody, but he needed to get on that defensive ass. Just like Trayvon Diggs told himself to shut his bitch ass up. That's what he could have told fucking Trayvon Diggs. Hurry your bitch ass up. Get your bitch ass up to fucking rehab. Call his defense out as the leader of the Dallas Cowboys. That's why I give him a C. It really hasn't not to do with this game on the field. It speaks for himself, but it wasn't good enough. And it's a failure if we make the playoffs and we don't make the Super Bowl. This is shitting the bed as Dallas Cowboy fans. I'll give him a C because he was average. Because it was half good. It was all right, but it wasn't good enough. A means we made the playoff. A plus means we fucking got to the Super Bowl or won a damn playoff game or got to the conference championship game.
Now
this is not what we're doing. We play for these, dog. We play for these, dog. We play for these, dog. We forgetting these, dog.
You gotta remember
call out fucking defense. Call them out. Be quarterback. You think Tom Brady didn't call out his defense?
You got to remember, this is an individual grade. Not you. You named everybody, but the quarterback. Remember, you giving him a C because of everybody else.
Okay. No. He's the quarterback. Christopher.
Yeah.
Quarterback means so much more than just playing that field and not throwing interceptions and scoring touchdowns. It's a leading. This is the only position in sports where it dictates so much in so much areas and leading a damn team. Am I right or am I not?
You are correct.
This ain't Jalen Hurts type team where everybody else this is the Dallas motherfucking Cowboys. We had a Vietnam vet go to Vietnam, come back, Heisman Trophy, come back, win 2 Super Bowls, was in 5 Super Bowls in the 70s. We had a first round pick. Go to four NFC championship games in a row and won 3 out of 4 fucking Super Bowls. I saw that shit with my own eyes. And he was the leader of the goddamn team. And he called everybody out, just like you saw Darren Woodson in the pivot. Everybody tied up. Fucking Troy Aikman called practice again if they were running the right routes wrong. Correct? So this is the leader of America's team, and he needs to fucking call motherfuckers out. But I get his demeanor. I know this is a different sport, but goddamn, our defense was so horrible. But that's misleading, and that's where I look at the quarterback position. That, when in grammar school, it wasn't just your performance in class. You had all right. Me, I was good in math. I was good in all this shit in elementary. But my behavior, I got a U, unsatisfactory.
All right. Cowboy Corner, what's your grade on the quarterback?
On the quarterback, it is a C- for me. Okay, and here's why for the Dak Prescott, and Joe Milton gets a complete F. Okay, Dak Prescott gets a C because of this right here. All right, he has 30 touchdowns. A third of his touchdowns. Okay, a third. That means 10 touchdowns. 4 came for the Raiders. 3 came for the Commanders. 3 came from the Panthers. 4 of them came from the Jets. I mean, we're stat padding against these crappy teams, all right?
Dude, if we're gonna, the fucking Panthers won their division.
If we're going to shit on Murray and talk about his performance, if we're going to do all this stuff, we have to talk about this quarterback. 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 67.3% completion rate. All good at that. Okay, let's go back to Week 18 against them bum-ass Giants, all right? Dak Prescott played a half. Can we talk about that turnover or that near turnover he did with that fumble? A blatant fumble in a game that don't even matter? The guy Jackson Dart played better than Dak Prescott in that half all day long, 365 days a year. That's what my eyeballs see. When it mattered the most, Dak didn't show up when it mattered. 0 touchdowns against the Broncos. All right, 0 touchdowns against the Vikings. The dude had 250 yards at home against the Cardinals. Like, we're gonna sit here and just give this quarterback an A, but everybody else is B- or lower. But that Dak is on this pedestal? No, sir. Not on my watch. Absolutely not. He contributed to this bullshit. He started the season with 0 touchdowns against them bum-ass Eagles, all right? He was in a system that worked for him until it didn't. When stuff got figured out with Dak Prescott of this offense, he crumbled like a crumbled cookie on a Sunday afternoon.
So, are you telling me? I just want a yes or no answer. I just want a yes or no answer. Are you telling me the third best statistical quarterback in the league has a failing grade? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, absolutely. Do I need to go over the stats against them?
Explain
Do I need to go
more.
over those stat padding teams again?
You ain't got to explain no more. I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Jets, Commanders, Vikings, or not Vikings, Raiders. Those were stat padding games, buddy. Stat against teams that don't matter. Well, tell me what he did against the Broncos. Tell me what he did against the Lions. Tell me what he did against teams that actually played.
I blame Tony Romo.
One word answer was a yes. You said yes. You didn't have to.
But you have to, if you're going to look at the bigger picture with other guys, you have to look at the bigger picture with this quarterback.
So okay, so the number one quarterback and the number two. So if they threw a lot of touchdowns against a lesser team, that's not stat padding, but it is stat padding when it's coming to that. All right, so we'll go to the tight end. We'll go to the tight end.
That's why he's the host.
All right. So
pull that comment up.
Pull the comment up. Okay. All right.
What's the score?
WWE, there it is. And I don't even got an apron on. I just give it to you with spatulas, baby. That's it.
He didn't say what you were cooking was good. He just said you was fucking cooking. Anybody can cook.
This is gourmet, baby. Gourmet.
Salty ass shit.
This is gourmet.
Oh God.
With salt on it, bro.
Turn the goddamn stove on. That don't mean you cooking it. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna quit fucking with corner. I love it. My tribal chief, my fucking tribal chief. All right. Tight end grade. I give them. I'm gonna go real quick. Oh, you want to go first, Mikey? Yeah, you can go.
Yeah,
first,
I'll go
Mike.
fucking first.
Go ahead.
And this is a motherfucker we need off the team. We just gave him we gave him the money. But Brendan Spanford is the man. Get the fuck, trade Ferguson right yesterday. Tired of his ass fumbling 4 games in a row. He's lucky. Look, we saw him do it against the Cardinals, right? He fumbled against the Raiders. He almost cost us the game versus the damn fucking Eagles. He's lucky that fucking fumble went out of bounds. If the Eagles get that fumble he did in the 4th fucking quarter, that would have been a different game. And he got lucky. Tired of his ass fumbling. You can't fumble 4 games in a row after you get your fucking money.
Yeah.
But when you got a Brevin Spanford on your heels, I would trade Ferguson in a minute. In a minute. I give Ferguson an F for Ferguson. He made a letter grade. Yeah, he showed up, but he got an F. The future is Brevin Spanford, and I'll fucking double my money on that. I give Spanford a B for Brevin. And Schoonmaker, he could block. And he got, when they threw him the ball, he didn't drop it. But they rarely do it to him because they know he ain't the dude. But Brevin Spanford is that dude. Yeah. F for Ferguson. The whole fucking, for Ferguson, fucking F. Fumbling the fucking ball. And then he has the nerve to have his own radio show.
All right, Kaifa, give me a grade for the tight end room.
I give them a C because as a unit, they did produce. You know, the blocking was pretty decent from Schoonmaker. That you could see the film on what Clayton Adams was doing with these tight ends. Ferguson, man, Jesus Christ, he had a decent year, but my Lord, brother, you choked so many times. It wasn't just the fumbles, man. How many fucking drop passes did this dude have?
Drop touchdowns.
Touchdowns. My God. I couldn't believe that this was the Ferguson that we got this year. Because I low-key thought he was gonna have some sort of McBride-ish type of year in this offense.
Okay.
That's fucking filet mignon with McBride. Fucking, that's a triceratops shit with fucking Ferguson.
All right, Chop, your grade on the tight ends.
Yeah, I got to give him a C as well. Ferguson took a bad step back, and Brevin Spanford did outplay him. And I'm not sure why they took him. Well, I know why they took him off the field, because they paid Ferguson all that money, and somebody didn't want to look bad. But before I go on, Corner, you know I got to come back on you with this Dak Prescott stuff because I'm a Dak Prescott fan.
Oh, I know you are. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. Bring it.
I got to tell you this. I'm looking at the very first game that Dak played against the Eagles, which they lost, which was a playoff team, which he was 21-34, not bad numbers for 188 yards. He won against the Giants. It was just a lowly Giants, but he threw 361. He lost against Chicago, but he threw 31 for 40 on a 9 incompletions for 251 yards. This is defense I'm telling you about, son. Listen to him. I'll teach you something. He ran against Green Bay, 31 to 40, lost the game, 319 yards, but it was an overtime game. But that was a playoff team as well. But we're not counting them. Then we're going to skip the Jets. Carolina, playoff team, 25 or 35, 261 yards. This is Dak Prescott. Defense not doing the damn job. Washington, they won against them, but that's just lonely watch. We don't even look at those stats. The stats for Denver, 19 to 31, bad game. Denver shut them down, 188 yards. Arizona, not going to talk about them. The Raiders, not going to talk about them. But we're not going to talk about the conference champions.
Why not? Why not talk about those two shitty teams?
Because I'm agree with you on that one. But on the conference champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, they won. He threw for 23 or 36 for 354 yards, son. That's a playoff game. All right, here we go. We're gonna go on back down to Detroit. He lost the game to Detroit, but he was 31 to 47 for 376 yards. What happened to the defense? See, that's what you're not including. He lost the game, but the defense couldn't stop no doggone body. He played against the Minnesota Vikings, 294 yards. The Chargers, 244 yards. These numbers are for real. We didn't have a defense. It's the only reason we can put it all back on that. Because we didn't have a defense stop. I think if you score close to 30 points, you're supposed to win all day.
Okay, are you done?
No, but I'm gonna let it go right now.
Okay. Now, you know, it's hilarious. It is hilarious that he brought up all these games and stuff and all this and that, and then he gets a round of applause. It's cute. It's cute. But
well, you brought up the games first.
But okay, so you want to talk about playoff teams in quotations. So you talked about the Packers game, right? The Packers game. I'll let you speak. You brought up the Packers game. All right. They were one and done in the playoffs. So if you want to call that a playoff team, call that a playoff team. You mentioned who else did you just mention about being in the playoffs? All right.
Chicago's trying to win the game.
You mentioned we lost against Chicago. So
yeah, I know, but he played well. So that defense didn't do their part in the bargain.
He played well, throwing 2 interceptions against Chicago. That's playing well for you. 2 picks, 1 touchdown's playing well for you. Look, Chop, I think you had Dak Prescott on your fantasy team because you're looking at the yards, baby. You're not looking at the interceptions. We can go on and go on about these glorious yards and glorious stats, but you forgot that he threw 2 picks against the Bears. You forgot he threw 2 picks against the Broncos. You forgot he threw 2 picks against the Lions. When it mattered the most. Against those playoff teams, he folded and he crumbled like a crumbled cookie on a Sunday afternoon.
Hey, but what do you think about the tight ends? Corner, like that's what I want to talk about. Let's push it forward. We can do circles. You could suck in our show into this Dak Prescott abyss, and we'll get sucked into it. And then again, we're back with that toxic fucking Mike Cowboy Corner bullshit show. What's up with the tight ends, dog?
I rebutted it back. And first of all, none of my shows are bullshit. First of all,
no. I'm saying we'll get sucked into this Dak Prescott abyss.
I didn't get sucked in. I got called out and I rebutted it.
The fucking tight ends.
Chops mentioned everything but interceptions. He mentioned everything but opponents.
No, I mentioned opponents, but we're gonna move to the tight ends.
Oh shit.
Yeah, tight ends, my ass. That was loose ends. All right. That was loose ends. Tight ends, my ass. That's a F all day, any day of the week.
Oh God. Oh God.
My tight end grade real quick, because it's been so hostile today. Jesus.
Now, where's my round of applause? Damn it.
Oh, okay. Let me give it to you here.
What happened, damn it? Sorry,
I gave it to him.
Oh God.
Man, I missed it.
You gotta love it.
Sorry,
You
guys.
gotta love it.
Restart this
Anyway, real quick, man. I'm loving this show because I hadn't seen y'all in so long. So
shit.
I thought this was gonna be a real quick show, but I guess not.
It's not. We can fucking do this all night. And when we
Right.
get to this rodeo, we know who the bull is. We know who the damn rider is. We gotta fucking be the clowns and fucking crowd this bitch.
So I give the tight ends C minus, and the reason I give them a C minus because I did love their productivities, but it was too many turnovers. I'm giving this the group grade. Too many turnovers. Couple blocking assignments I wasn't a very good fan of, but other than that, I think they passed, so I give them a C minus. This is a group I think I really want to talk about. I'm gonna go first because I know y'all been on fire tonight. And I'm gonna let y'all go with this. The running backs, I really want to give them a solid B, but I'm gonna give them a C plus. And the only reason I'm giving them a C plus is because our third string running back brought the whole grade down. I just think if God damn it.
Rookie was our third string.
Sure,
There was a kid that
Blue.
never made the fucking field
Blue.
because he
Blue.
wants Louis Vuitton cleats.
I'm talking about Blue. Okay, I'm saying
Yeah,
the
I
whole
know.
group. Okay, if Louis Vuitton got his professional shit on in the beginning of the season, I think this group would have got a B plus. But because of him, he brought the whole grade down. So I'm gonna give him a C plus. All right, Kuiper, who you got? I'm sorry. What grade would you give him?
I'm gonna give him a solid B plus, and I'm gonna give Javonte Williams an A.
Yes.
My God, that dude was fucking balling. I told you guys the reincarnation of Javonte Williams was gonna work, and it did. He was fucking baller, but it's only a B plus because they didn't really use him as much as they should have. The coaching staff really short-ended them in a lot of these games and a lot of these drives. When it should have been given to Javonte Williams just for a few yards, they wanted to throw it deep, and there were a lot of downs and a lot of third downs that never got completed. A lot of situations where if you kept running the ball, it would have been a beautiful game. So I still think Javonte Williams, he needs to be re-signed as soon as fucking possible.
All right, corner. What was your grade on the running backs?
It's a solid B for me. Javonte Williams, I was high on him. I'm just glad his Diver film did not lie when he was healthy. Malik Davis coming in here and filling in for a running back like Jadon Blue. I give him, it's a B for him. I think he took advantage of all his opportunities. Phil Maffa was a redshirt year with the shoulder. I like that strategy there coming to next year. Jadon Blue's performance in Week 18 against them bum-ass Giants I liked. He did something that Dak couldn't do, and that was make plays. And so I feel like, it's a solid B for me.
Okay, Chop. What did you give the running back?
Well, this may be a surprise, but I agree with everything Corners just said.
Oh, okay.
Every single thing. I can't even add nothing to it. Besides one thing, I think we're gonna be surprised about Jadon Blue next year.
Okay.
I think we're gonna be surprised. I think he learned his lesson, whatever that was, whatever that insight, because there was no question that he could play. Something went down with him inside that building. I don't know if he came off the college high, and I don't know, but the guy can play, and the guy can run.
It was maturity. Before training camp, the reports came out that the Dallas Cowboys couldn't trust him because of his maturity.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but he's gonna be scary, and I think that humbled him all the way down. So I agree. I agree with Corner. I agree with everything he said.
All right, Mike.
And that includes. Now that includes.
We're done talking about Dak for the whole show. All right.
We're gonna be doing this for the next months. We know it. No,
all day.
when it comes to Javonte Williams, it's an A plus. It's one of the best home run hits pickups in the league as far as free agency pickups are concerned. He was perfect, and I think the biggest detriment to Jadon Blue is how professional Javonte Williams was. But
Yes.
Javonte Williams' life skills made him professional. He almost got out of this league because of a severe injury when he was playing on top. So that humbleness made him more of a professional, something Jadon Blue wasn't in tap with, where everything was probably given to him at Texas. But saying that, I don't even call Jadon Blue our third string running back, because he was a healthy scratch for most of the damn season. Our third string running back was actually Lupke.
Yep.
And Lupke played, and he picked up tough yards, and he made plays when they would pass it and dump it off to him like the old Moose Johnson days. You know what I mean? Just dumping it off and letting Moose do his thing. You got to give Javonte Williams an A plus. Malik Davis, him being here, it kind of disappoints me of what happened between him and McCarthy after that leaks in San after Pollard got hurt. We could have used that Malik during the fucking Niner game, but that's not even here nor there.
Okay.
I'll give this room a B.
A B. All
Just
right.
because it's above average. We didn't get anywhere as far as the playoffs is concerned, but it's from top to bottom. We gave it a B, and running the ball is something that we did. So we give it a B.
All right. So the wide receiver room is I think collectively, I think we all gonna give them a passing grade. I am personally gonna give them a A plus, and I'm gonna give them an A plus for one person, and it's not the person y'all thinking of.
Flo Joe.
I'm giving them an A plus from Ryan Flournoy.
That's right.
That's why I'm giving them an A plus, because Cowboys finally decided that we got a better third receiver option, and
it's over.
They let him play, and you saw what he did. We all knew what George Pickens would do. We all knew what CD Lamb could do. We were always concerned about our third receiver if Dak had to go to somebody else, and we finally got one. Ryan Flournoy made this group a plus. Yes. 520. You go first.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. That George Flournoy, when Flo was there, he was there breaking around. He was fast. He had wiggle. He always found himself in the spot. He reminded me of that third wide receiver. Remember that? And you're gonna help me with this one, corner. Remember
number 85.
He wore number 1. He went to the Dolphins.
Oh, Wilson.
Cedric Wilson.
Cedric Wilson. Yes, thank you. He was a Chippewa. I love me some Cedric Wilson, and Flo remind me of that third kind of wide receiver, a dependable guy, and he could do his damage and cut big, considering the two egos he had in the building. Of course, George Pickens by himself, when he was by himself, that's another one of the best acquisitions that old Jera did, and we got to give it to Jera for that. And CD's drops really, really hurt us, considering how much targets he got. And I get more targets, statistically, you're going to miss the balls, but he wears that number 88. And the attitude and the body language, I get they're divas, but that shit resonates a lot with the whole damn locker room, and it feeds off. And if we went back to that remember we had that discussion on Big Fella, if he was a number 1 at one point.
Yeah.
I'll say his third year or his second year, remember when we were deciding what he was going to be. Well, he had a lot of those moments. Don't get me wrong, we love CD. But I think sometimes CD is a big-ass detriment to himself. And as far as Pickens, and you're going to nitpick Pickens, and I forget what game it was where he could have took over and he didn't. He took a big shot at the beginning of the game. I think it was it the Viking game? He took a big shot going around out the middle, and I think that really affected him for the rest of the game. And they said he short-armed it, and he was just putting in a whole effort, and he kind of looked like A.J. Brown did last night.
It was the Lions
for the rest of the game. Was it the Lions game?
Yeah, it was Thursday night
but
football.
He took a shot. I don't want to make excuses, but he folded. I'll give this whole room a B plus because it's obviously the most talented room.
Okay.
And then they got the third best statistical quarterback in the league throwing him dots.
All right, Chop. What grade do you give the wide receivers, Chop?
Hey, I'm with you. I got to give him an A plus. Well, can't give him an A plus, but I can give him an A. And Floyd Noyd was that dude. If y'all can remember, Floyd Noyd, we've been watching him. This is his third year, if I'm not mistaken. We've been watching him since. Well, I've been watching him since Chris Carter brought him out. When Chris Carter brought him out and said, "This is that dude," because he run a 4.4 something, but he was at the combine running. I don't know if y'all seen that
Yeah.
commercial.
Yep.
But Chris Carter had already signed off about this dude, so I've been watching him, and he just didn't get a fair chance. I'm glad they brought him along like they did, because he probably wouldn't be who he is now. And he really solidifies these three wide receiver rooms. And the next guy that we're gonna see, and y'all can hold me to it, Trayshawn Holden. You watch what I tell you. Trayshawn Holden is going to be a problem. They just didn't get a chance. I mean, he had his issues, coming out of college.
He's just another small wide receiver. I think his size really is detriment. So we've had a lot of that version of that wide receiver. I remember Papa's called him a bunch of midgets.
No, he's 6'3", 220.
Oh man,
is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm not mistaken.
And if you get a chance to see some of his film, and the most famous film that you're gonna see from him is when he ran over Shallow in that Oregon game against Colorado. That you'll see a good version of him then. But I think he's gonna be really good. I think he humbled himself down a lot because he was kind of one of those guys. Not probably exactly Jaden Blue, but I can't wait to see him because I don't think Mingo will be here. I don't think the rest of those receivers going to be here, but I think he's going to make the squad next year as well.
And people forget he's out of Alabama to be recruited to Alabama as a wide receiver, and not this version of Alabama, but Nick Saban's Alabama. That says a lot about what his talent is.
Absolutely.
Kuiper, what's your wide receiver grade?
I don't give them an A. I give them a B. Simply put, because there was so many big moments, man. So many big drops, and in the biggest game in the season to me, the Lions game, right? Just shitting the bed with effort, and that was one of the worst games I've seen from a receiver. And George Pickens, you get called out by all the other players.
Before? Did you get my take? Did you listen to what I said?
I understand that, yes, but at the same time, he's a physical receiver. George Pickens has taken hits like that before, and it shouldn't. I know it affects him. I know it affects a player, but at the same time, if you're injured and you're not, and you can't go 100%, you shouldn't be in the game at all. With how much that affected him, that much, he shouldn't have been in the game then. But there was just too many drops in the big moments, too many times where they just came up short. The stats are great, sure, but I think that was more of the system, to be honest.
Okay. Cowboy Corner, your grade for the wide receivers.
Yeah, just real quick. Donovan Ezeraku was arrested yesterday for reckless driving. So there's that. But anyway,
oh my God,
Sam Williams on brand, bro. Shit.
Oh my goodness, man. Schottenheimer, dude, your culture bullshit is expired. So receivers. Sorry, that just pissed me off. Man. I would give it a solid B plus. All right. I think this was the strength of your team over the running backs, even over the quarterback room, with CeeDee Lamb, with George Pickens, with Flournoy. About time Schottenheimer grew some nuts and put Tolbert aside. Turpin as a receiver. Dak had a big bomb with him in those garbage time yards. So that was good. You had
to receivers.
You had all this stuff, but I don't know. This Donovan Ezeraku crap just pissed me off. So.
Okay. All right. So we only got one category left. And I want to grade the head coach only. You can talk about other coaches if you want to. I want to grade the head coach. Okay.
I think you're forgetting a position.
Oh, the line.
The
line. The exterior line and the interior line are totally different things.
I did. Thank you for bringing it up. God almighty.
The big fellas got to take care of the big fellas.
And I'm going last on this. Cowboy corner.
Offensive line?
Yeah.
Man, fuck them all. They all played like shit.
What's your grade?
Shit, an F.
All right.
Except Booker. Fuck them all but Booker.
All right.
And Tyler Smith.
You said all. Now you.
I'm still all, and then go two assists.
Ezeraku shit is making me emotional. All right.
Okay.
Fuck them all, with the exception of Tyler Smith and Tyler Booker.
Okay. All right. Kuiper, give me your grade on the offensive line.
I give this interior of the offensive line a B+. Simply because there was a lot of rotation, but they were still solid throughout the rotations, throughout the injuries. They were very solid, and they were really what kept the run game going throughout the entire year. Through all the pools, through all the double teams, man, they were playing nasty. But these offensive tackles, Jesus Christ, you guys got ass all around. And I still don't understand, man. There's the biggest solution right in front of your face. Moving a right tackle back to right tackle. Stop trying to make him a left.
All right, I'm going to say it right now.
Stop trying to make him a left tackle. He's not a left tackle. Put him back at right. It hasn't worked for 2 years. At least try one more thing before you can say, all right, he's a bust. Because it's getting near that.
But all right. But since you're Kuiper AZ, you're Kuiper. You picked up all these guys. How is Mims doing? How is all those outside tackles doing in the league right now? The same class as Guiding. None of them are exceptional on the Bengals. None of them are.
I think Mims is doing all right with the Bengals. Taylor or Jordan Morgan from the Packers, he's a guard. He's not even a tackle anymore.
All those guys ain't that. They're not that guy. Like, who would we have gotten instead of Guyton? We would have got kind of the same guy. That was the draft class that we were given. But let me give the grade. The interior line, and I like that they did this, that they put Brock Hoffman as the right guard and then put Tyler Smith as the damn left tackle. And if they put freaking Guyton as a right tackle, we have a solid damn line. But as far as the way they did it, our interior line looked better with Brock Hoffman at center. They have an attitude. They're more chippier. I know BB is a stronger guy and he moves guys. I'll give my interior line and the old boy, ooh, he makes guys not love football no more. He fucking proved it. He is one of you could grade that rookie a name. You never saw him get beat ugly. He wasn't a problem as far as a holding call or a Terrence Illumin out there in his fucking in. So I got to give our interior line an A, just a solid A, not a plus, because that sparked Javonte Williams and what they did, and you got to give a lot of to Connor Adams and Riley for that and the running scheme. Terrence Illuminum running as a run blocker, yes, he's an A guy. As a pass blocker, he's a fucking incomplete. And then the newborn giraffe with wobbly feet looking like Bambi, he has his moments. But sometimes Tyler Guyton, he's going to kill our quarterback. But our quarterback has to be the plus multiplier as well. And we know what the solution is. As much as we don't want to take Tyler Smith out of that interior, it looked nice against the Giants in that one drive. He should have threw a quarterback, but he didn't. I mean, interception, but he didn't.
All right.
So the exterior, you give those fuckers an eye. Interior, you give them an A.
Okay. Chop, give me your grade.
Oh yeah, I give him a B, and I think we're gonna be talking about this pretty soon. I think that was Terrence Steele's last game with the Dallas Cowboys, and I think they are gonna do what they need to do is move Guyton back to the original spot because they can get out of a contract this year and save that 14 point some $1 million. So I think we will see that change. My only thing is who's gonna play left tackle because they just told Tyler that he's a guard.
You believe that?
He No, because they left that caveat there and said unless we need you. They did
I
leave it out there.
bet.
So I would give them a B because I think they did, like Kuiper said, all the rotation, all the hurtness, and they still kept Dak upright and they still kept that running game doing what they had to do. But I think once they make this change, we're gonna see a different line. So yeah, I give them a B.
All right. Well, I'm glad Kuiper reminded me of the offensive line because I did skip over him. And you know, this is my favorite part of the offense because that's what I played. It's simple to me, and I'm gonna address it this way. Our coaching is dumb, and the reason why it's dumb because you have all the answers already on the team. You already have the answers on the team. That's the problem I have. You have the answers already on the team, and you refuse to do the right thing. Put Tyler Smith as at tackle. Put BB as at guard. Put Brock as at center.
Hey, that's fucking beautiful.
Tyler Booker at guard, and you put Tyler Guyton at his natural position. Problem solved.
Hey, give yourself the applause button, please. Give yourself the applause button, please.
So it's simple. It's simple. It's already there. But my grade has to be a solid C. It could have been a B, but just my tackle play was just horrendous at many points of the season. And I just can't give them a higher than a C just because of some of the games they could have got number 4 killed. All right. So
well, check it out. When Eric Williams went down, you know who took his place, right?
Yes.
Larry Allen. Allen. That's why you see Larry Allen, that hump move, that ugly, it's an ugly highlight that he gets humped by Reggie White, but that's the ugliest highlight. But the thing is, you put your best players in the best positions because they can play them. That's the point.
Yes.
Bravo to your take. Bravo.
So let me ask you, and Corner probably know this answer. How much, because I know this is about money. When Tyler Smith was talking about this, how much do he gain or lose moving over? Because it's different.
So it's actually illegal for the Cowboys to move him there full time. You can't pay him high guard money and then say you're left tackle, play there for 18 weeks. That's illegal. They can't do that. So they have to, if they move him, they have to give him a pay increase, which is probably they have to redo the deal, and he's probably going to get an additional $10 million APY.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's worth
it. Is he worth it?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I got to see him
He's
first.
Probably the second best fucking left tackle in the league. You put him there.
Well, he left guard, yes, but I got to see him at left tackle.
No, left tackle. You put him there, he's probably the second best left tackle in the league.
I got to see him first before I pay him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'd already brought this up. Y'all saw it. Head coach. I go first. I go real quick. Some games I saw Shadi out-coached himself. Some games he was out-coached. Some games he got stubborn and he got hooked on passing. When in the beginning of the season, he was very balanced coach. He was very balanced. we were seeing the run, the pass, the play action, the run, the pass, the play action, the run, the pass, the play action. Then we went to straight play action, straight play action, straight play action. Till then we went to straight pass, straight pass, straight pass. It's just like sometimes when we was like, what happened to our run game? Why did we stop throwing the damn ball? And I was just like, come on, bro. In the beginning of the season, you got me because I was enjoying the split, how you separated and you merged everything together, and it was a flowing offense. And I think at the end of the season, it was just like it was desperation mode. Let me throw the ball every play. So I'm gonna give our head coach a solid C minus. It could have been a whole lot better. I'm gonna start with Chop. Chop, you go first on the coach.
Okay, I'm gonna second that. I do believe there are times that he lost focus in the flow of the game. Sometimes you can kind of feel your way through a game, so you call the game by the way you feel. And I think he lost his feeling on some of them because you're right. When they first started out, we saw motion, we saw splits, we saw movement, we saw gadgets. Not a whole lot of them. That's when we didn't like it because other stuff was working solid. And I think it was just his first year calling plays like that, and he kind of he outplayed himself on certain things. So I'm gonna give him a C as well. Um, Honestly, man, I don't know how y'all feel about it. I would really rather Shotty just be the head coach and have somebody else to call the game. I
Okay.
think he can manage the game better.
Okay. All right. Kuiper, what grade you give the head coach of Cowboys?
I give him a D plus.
Okay.
Because I do think he got a good streak, but then man, he just went up and down on everything. He seemed too I don't impression. I don't know like how to exactly say it, but he just seemed like he was getting way too much help from other people, and he wasn't really trying to he was trying to please everybody a
Yeah,
little too
you
much.
did away.
Yeah,
Yes.
he
He
was
got influenced.
he was way too much influence on him later in the season, but the leadership still needs to be he needs to develop a little more leadership, in my opinion. That culture. I'm gonna be honest, I thought this season was gonna be a lot worse. I thought he was gonna be a lot worse of a head coach. He surprised me in a couple ways. But you can't deny the offense wasn't a good offense. So I'll give him that at least.
Okay. Cowboy Corner. What is your grade for the head coach?
I give Schottenheimer a D minus. I feel like I think he talked a big game on the defense side of the ball. He told me that I would see differences on the defense side of the ball after he had a meeting with Eberflus, and I didn't see a difference. It actually got worse. He got away from the run too many times. That it was a 3rd and 9 one time against those sorry Chiefs on Thanksgiving, and he called the wide receiver screen on 3rd and 9. Just stupid stuff like that. Turpin getting arrested, and there was no discipline that followed with that. I didn't see a lot of difference in culture. Pickens quit on his team every now and then. CD had a lot of drops. You were too penalized. The best thing that you got was Pickens and he was able to have career highs, and Javonte Williams would have career highs. But as a coaching effort and as an offensive coordinator, I didn't see anything that wowed me. I don't like the way he handled it. I mean, he looked at Eberflus and said, "What the hell are you doing?" The next week he goes up in the booth and nothing was still corrected. As a head coach, you have to fix that. He should have been fired at the bye week, but yet you're over there vouching for him, and then you look like you get caught with your pants down because you fire him 2 days after your season's over. And then Ezra Raku just got arrested now. Your culture that you're building is not resonating with these guys. Period. It's a D minus for me.
All right. Mikey, you got the last word on the head coach.
Well, football wise, I'm with Papas. The Cardinal game alone, it's what's taking over the culture, the whole Dan Campbell thing, the whole 4th down thing. Sometimes you need to just take the points. take the points. Because you're always playing catch up for the points that you don't take, and he would find himself in that position a lot. You know what I mean? I couldn't stand that. It was like the reverse of Mike McCarthy when uh freaking Greg the Leg or Dan get the fuck Maher would hit a 60-yarder. It'd be the worst thing because then he would be content to not go for it and do a long field goal. What this dude would, you know, instead of just taking the points and just leaving those points, we would be in more games and be in better positions and playing catch up. We went through these games. The we'll say the Panther game and the fucking the Packer game. Excuse me, damn, I can't think right now. And we're in the playoffs, regardless of how bad our defense was. We would have been the fucking 2010 Cardinals. Whack defense, good offense. Period. Right? Or was it the 2008 Cardinals? I don't know. It was
2008
Cardinals team. But as far as Marshawn Neal and handling what happened with Marshawn Neal, I give him an A. We forget that trauma, and I'm not giving this team a pass, but Corey Stringer happened on the team before. It killed that 2001 freaking Vikings team that was the 98 Vikings team. So things like this in teams does matter, and it does happen. You can't act like we're a team right now. One of us goes down, we're not the same.
Right.
So right. I hate to take it that way, but he did a bang up job when it comes to that. But yes, I believe Jera is hard to coach for, and he was a coach pleaser, and a people pleaser, and as strong as he presented himself, he did veer away from what you said. To your point, to all your guys' point, there was a change as it was, and he felt the pressure. It's like I said about Overshown. He felt pressure coming back because this offense was dynamic. And what do I say? You start smoking that pass crack because you have two of the best. After we have something like Javonte Williams and Connor Riley and Adams, where we should have just kept running the ball. But we had to score so damn much because this defense gave up so much. That's why he had got away from the run, boss.
Yeah,
it's a cause and effect. I'm not making excuses. I'm just putting out the facts that happen in our football season, where it's cause and effect. This is what you eat a lot of food, you fucking get fat, obese, and you need to get surgery. Period. You know what I mean? There's cause and effect to everything. So
all right,
I'm not letting him off the hook. It's just it is. So overall, I'll give him a C. He was average.
Okay.
For the circumstances.
All right, corner.
No.
You had your
Yeah. Your tribal chief has to go.
okay.
But I would love to. Yeah, I gotta go. But I would love that.
Oh, I mean, you're gonna take another take. I was like, dude, leave that Dak Prescott shit alone, bro.
No. But I would love for the tribal chief to have some type of introduction in the intro next week. I would love that. All right.
You know what?
Goodbye.
Fuck that shit. He didn't beat me. I swept his ass.
I'm your tribal chief.
I swept your ass.
You're at the bottom of the totem pole.
I swept your ass.
You're at the bottom. Peace.
All right, real quick. So that was our gradings, man. I really enjoyed that. We all thought a little different about a lot of it, but it's still the whole team failed because we didn't get to our end goal.
Yes.
So yeah, it was some parts had passing grade, but most of them failed. So my last subject, man, real quick, the playoffs. Well, it was a great little weekend. Still going on right now. Right now,
what's the score?
7-6 Houston. 22 seconds left before halftime. Big hit by Pittsburgh. You knocked him the fuck out. Anyway, so I'm actually 5-0. I'm 5-0 right now, so I'm feeling real good. I was real happy about them birds getting their ass whipped.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
have you noticed if you have any kind of social media? Have you noticed how Eagle fans have really disappeared? You don't know where they are. They got a
No,
missing
they
person.
went from fighting with Cowboy fans to fighting against AJ William and Pertulo.
they,
Oh
they have
yeah.
they have run to the hills and they have turned on their team like they always do, which is
Yes,
fucking
sir.
hilarious to me. That
Love
shit's funny as hell to
it.
me. So they run from the hills. Josh Allen had a comeback in Jacksonville. I have to give Jacksonville a little props. I said I wasn't picking them because I really don't think they played anybody this season, and I think that showed up in the game against the Bills. I think last night, basically, just like I said, I didn't. You don't know which Charger team you're gonna get from week to week, and they were on the road in Boston, and it just like I thought, their offense just got stagnant, and the Bears doing bear shit traditionally, literally get behind and come back. Get behind and come back. Ain't that 7 comebacks they had this year? The
Yep.
Bears.
Yep.
So
The same exact fucking ways.
the same exact way. And the first game Saturday, who was that? That was the
It was the
Rams.
Rams game. It
The
was that
Rams.
the
Hey,
wind was really fucking with
yeah,
everybody, man.
the Prairie Kittens actually put up a fight. When they were down 14, I was like, the Rams gonna put 40 on their ass. And and the Prairie Kittens came back and made it a nice little fight. In any particular game this weekend, man, that did y'all enjoy, or was it a collection of all of them? Did you enjoy all of them?
Yeah,
All of them.
man.
All of
All of them. It's just the
them.
last. We, we get football horny, and this is the last of it, man.
Mhm.
Indiana doing their thing. You can't forget about fucking the
Oh yeah,
college football players. The U doing their thing. Like I was happy for the U, man. I want the U to be the U because college football is better when the U is the U. Um,
Yes,
I
sir.
I I got something to tell you. I fell asleep with 5 minutes to go in that Packer game. I woke up in the middle of the night to pee, and my phone was going crazy. Like, did you watch it? And I was like, I didn't see the
yeah,
rest of that game because they
man.
did us a favor.
It was a
We
beautiful
needed.
game.
That's the best. That's I think that game had the aside from the Niners. The best thing about the Niners and the Eagles is that one of them was going to lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the best thing about what happened with the Bears and the Packers is that affected our pick. Having the 12th to and the 20th pick, we're sitting pretty on defensive players. I don't know where
Yeah.
Kiper is in his scouting right now, but he could tell us we could probably be in the run for 2 back-to-back good picks. So
Yeah,
that was the
Yeah.
best thing that happened all week.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think with the Packers losing like that, and I know some people feel different, but I didn't see too many Jerry Jones haters that day. It was crickets about Jerry Jones. And see, it silenced everybody.
Yeah.
Nobody said nothing about the Cowboys and the Michael Parsons trade. It
Uh,
became like, oops, look what happened. But I picked that game. I feel like the Bears would beat them worse, to be honest with you. Um, and I was surprised it was that close because to me, if you really watch the Packers, they're just an opportunist team. They don't have no dominant anything. Although those wide receivers they have is legit.
yeah.
They are, and that running back is legit.
No,
But it's
them
something.
not having Tucker Craft really affected him. Tucker Craft was that dude.
It's just something missing from them, and I don't know what it is.
It's Tucker
It's
Craft.
something. It's Tucker Craft, probably Jordan Love, because I think he's arrogant as hell. And
Mhm.
because
Good.
if they would have played the second, they probably would have won if they would have had the backup quarterback. To be honest with you, and I don't know why, but that guy plays a very good football game when he's in there. So I was glad that Jordan Love was there because that just shored up this chance to lose. And with the Philadelphia and the 49ers, I can't stand either one of them, but I
No.
needed those green birds to go down because nobody to me is gonna beat. Seattle or the Rams, if you ask me.
Oh, the
I don't
Rams
care.
got scared.
Right,
The Rams
I don't
got
care where
scared.
it end up. It's gonna be between those two. I don't care how the wind fall. It's gonna be between those two. Those, if you look at that's a culture team, and the way the head coach of Seattle got them guys playing like the Baltimore Ravens, because that's how they playing. If you watch that Seattle defense, I didn't know they was that good. I watched them a couple of games. I was like, oh my god, these guys can these guys can play because every position on the defense can hold their own. And when you have a defense like that, oh my God, you can just about do anything you want to do. And the only thing the offense have to do is just play regular football.
Hey guys, I
That's
gotta
it.
get out of here. I gotta prepare on something. I saw what time it is. I
Yes,
love
sir.
you guys. You already
Yes, sir.
know. This was awesome to be a part of. Y'all make me feel alive. I appreciate it. Happy New Year, and it's good as beautiful, beautiful ass faces. Beautiful, even
All
you,
day.
Russ, even you. I gotta get.
Later, Mikey. All right. So, Kyber, how did you feel, man, about the playoffs this weekend?
I just loved that basically every game except for these last two. I don't know why the fuck these last two are the last two. They should have been the first two. Honestly, we should have got them out of the way. But every game before that, man, you were just sitting up and
Yep.
watch. You weren't on your phone. You every time that there was a commercial, that's when you went to piss and come and run right back.
Right?
I love that. I love that. That's the playoffs. That's what the playoffs are supposed to be. And
Yeah.
every time that somebody brings up there shouldn't be divisions. If you're a divisional winner and you have a below 10 win season, you shouldn't get a home game. Fuck that shit, man. This is what happens. These are the kind of playoffs that happen because there's divisions, because we get these kind of matchups, man. Anything can happen. I love these playoffs, but at the same time, man, fuck the NFC. Fuck the NFC to hell. Jesus Christ. I can't believe these are the last four teams, to be honest. I hate that these are the last four teams. All I get on Twitter is every single meme is the fucking three soldiers and the clown. Then the Cardinals are the fucking clown. Or the three stupid fucking scary dragons, and then you get the dumb shit looking one on the Cardinals. I hate this playoff so much because of that.
I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry.
Y'all got a strong division, Kuiper. Y'all got a strong division, man.
Oh
I'm
my,
gonna
it's
give it to
always
you.
strong. It's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
fucking strong. It's
Y'all got a strong
bullshit.
division. Yeah.
Hey, even Taylor said he's sorry. He's a Niner fan.
Yeah, they division is strong, man. I mean, the
Hey.
North and the West is strong right now. You know.
Somebody like this though, Kuiper. Wouldn't you want your division to be strong and make your team strong? Okay, it's either shit or get off the pot. You know what I mean? That's why Cowboy fans, we didn't really think that the Eagles were much, because our whole division was just basically the same. The Eagles jumped out. Remember those first couple games they were winning, and we were like, how the fuck they win that game when their quarterback throwing for 100 yards and winning the game? You know,
Yeah.
their defense won them their first 8 games, and then when they had to come down to where their offense had to produce, they couldn't produce. So
Right.
that's why we was like, Eagles, y'all talking a lot of shit, but you really ain't doing shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I hate the fucking 40. I hate their ass with a passion, but I hate the Eagles more.
Well, you know what? You know why the 49ers are winning? And I see it, and I know everybody else see it. Coaching.
Yeah.
Their coaching is phenomenal. I hate to say it, but they are missing so many key players, and they are still a threat to everybody.
Yeah, when Kittle went down, I was like, man, they may lose this joint. Yeah, that's why I was like, I think they may.
I'll be honest, I said the same thing.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, they turned it up a notch.
They actually did, yeah. I just wish, man, if I had a competent owner, pick somebody from these dudes. Get the offensive coordinator from the Rams, make him the head coach or something, dude.
Right.
Jesus.
So
that's what I would do.
So I want y'all pick, man. Who y'all got? Indiana or Miami? Chop, who you got?
Miami, it's the Canes, baby. Goddamn you.
All right. Kuiper, who?
I saw something the other day where it was Indiana has like 3, 4 stars, four
Mm-hmm,
maybe.
mm-hmm.
They don't have a fucking superstar team. They have
No,
coaching,
they got
and
coaching.
to me, every single time coaching will win. Give me Indiana.
All right. I want Indiana too, and I think Indiana is actually gonna blow them out. I really do. And let me tell
But
you why, Chop.
talk to
Let me
me.
tell you why. I know you're a U fan, and let me tell you why. Okay, every team Indiana play, they they play them like a lion. They slow play them. You know how they pat them around like they patting you on the head. Oh, you can play with me. You're a good little doggy. And next thing you know, they and bit your fucking head off. They up 21 on you just like that. I was like, what happened? You just when they was playing in the game, I was just like, what happened? This game was so close, and they were going
Yeah.
back and forth. And next thing you know, these some bitches are up 21. Dude, they did it against the Ducks. They did it
Yep.
against Alabama. You never thought that they was gonna beat the shit out of. I knew they were gonna beat them. They beat the shit out of Alabama. They
Yeah,
beat
they
Ohio
did.
State in a neutral field. Okay, and they should have blew their ass out too, but it was some circumstances that happened. They beat them too. Dude, everybody was always on this SEC shit, SEC shit, SEC. See, dude, the Big Ten and the ACC got teams too. Okay,
Yes, I agree.
with money now, it ain't just one conference no more.
Nope.
It's not.
Y-
It's not. Okay. So all you SEC fans and all that, it is proven if you got some cash, ask Texas Tech. Because nobody thought Texas Tech would be in the fucking playoffs or have one of the best defense. And when me and Kuiper get into this draft, one of the best fucking defensive ends
Ooh,
in the fucking country.
ooh. I
Please
love
be a cowboy. Please be a cowboy.
I
Anyway,
love me
What's
David.
his name? Bailey? You talking about Bailey?
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. No,
so
no,
So this is what I'm saying, man. If you got great coaching and your team is backing you, just with especially financially, and shout out to Ole Miss. Ole Miss played a hell of a fucking game against
you ain't
Miami.
lying.
They really
You
did.
ain't lying.
Trinidad, he didn't get his waiver, so he's coming to the NFL. Like I
Right.
said,
Yeah.
we're gonna grade him too. I thought Trinidad played wonderful. I loved how the kids from Ole Miss actually played so fucking hard after they punk ass coach. Anyway, that's another story. Anyway, so I'm loving the college football. Man, it's nothing like y'all know I love college football a lot. I love it, love it,
Yeah.
love it. And man, it's nothing like it. I can't wait till next Monday. We'll not do a show next Monday because I'm gonna be locked into that game. I'm telling you, I'm locked. I'm
Yeah.
locked and loaded on that one.
Wait,
So
wait, you know, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, Chris, about the SEC. I've been arguing with these guys out here about that same situation, that conference, about that money. And I keep telling them for years, the SEC have been hoarding players and holding them captive, and they got waves of five-star talent because of that's your way to go to that's your way to go to the NFL. But since that NIL came through, now the playing field got even up because these kids now are not looking at those certain schools. They're looking at that money. They're looking
Yeah.
at, oh, if I can get me 2 million, 3 million to go play, I don't care if it's West Turkish, Indiana State. If they paying
right,
me 2 million, I'm gone. And
right.
that is what's definitely happening right now. And you're gonna see the polarity. Let's put it like this: college football is caught up to the NFL as far as free agent, which is the portal, and the cap, which is that NIL.
Yeah.
And this is what we're getting ready to start seeing. But you're right. Coaching, do I think Miami will win? I'm not totally confident because you're right. That coaching on Indiana and the way they play like Tom Brady, Belichick, New England team. Basic, fundamental, I'm in my spot football. And they just
Chop,
continue doing the same thing.
chop that motherfucker said Google me. Hey, I instantly loved him, and I'm a Big Ten guy, right? I'm cheering for them just because they've never ever done it, right?
Yeah.
They've never ever done it. They're strictly a basketball school, right?
Right.
But
Right.
just the swagger they head coach got, he's just like,
Yeah.
man, we going to whoop some ass today.
Yeah.
And dude, their whole team literally plays like he acts and like he coaches, right?
You are
And
100% right.
and as a coach, that's what you want. You want your players to take on your persona, right? And
Yeah.
they're playing how you coach them. Okay.
Right.
And that's why I love Indiana. I'm so glad Michigan didn't play them this year. They would have beat the shit out of us, but I'd have been pissed. But
Here's a caveat that may switch that up just a little bit.
okay.
This is the first college team to get to play at home.
Yes,
Can
that's
you
true.
imagine what this getting ready to be like?
The whole thing though with that, Indiana, you see how the motherfuckers packed that goddamn Georgia Dome. You saw that though.
They won't pack Miami. They won't pack Miami. They won't pack Miami.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Miami ain't gonna let them. Miami ain't gonna let them pack it.
I don't know, child. Money talk.
Money does talk, man.
Yeah, but
money
you down
talks.
there. You down there with them folk now. Come on now. You down there with them folk. You at the bottom, homie. Let's not forget. You at the bottom, and that is Miami. And that's all I'm saying. You at the bottom. And they gonna be looking around like, hey, it won't be the Michael Irvin what's called coming down in the camouflage pants and nothing like that. But it's gonna be fun, man. This is gonna be fun. I'm excited. I want Miami to win because it's Miami, but I'm just more of a fan of Indiana the way they did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a dog in the fight. I am a Hurricane fan, but I love what Indiana's doing. They are proving that it can happen in another division besides the SEC.
So basically what's going to happen, Monday will be another sad day. Now we love the playoffs and we love championship games, but we know what that means. That means football is over.
Yeah.
That's the only bad thing about this, about championships and the playoffs. That mean it's gonna be over real soon.
Yeah, that's a long summer.
So public safety service announcement. After the Super Bowl, me and Kuiper will be having our series on the draft. We're gonna break down positions and everything like that. This is gonna be a tape show, and we're gonna put it out on all the platforms where we can literally break down players who are of interest of the Cowboys, or not even just the Cowboys. Just we're gonna do top 5 players by position, okay, and we're gonna break them down extensively, and we're gonna see where we think they should be drafted, man. And I'm excited about this. And this is we're gonna do this right after the Super Bowl, and we're gonna start recording, and we're gonna put something out just about every day. We may just do it like this, Kuiper, and we ain't talked about it yet, but we may just do one player and put him out that day, the second player the next day, where we'll have a daily something, because we got a lot of players to go through. So it'll lead us all the way up to April to the draft. So this is going to be really fun.
So let me ask you something. I'm sorry, Chris. Let me ask y'all something, Kuiper. I'm going to the East West Shrine game.
Mhm.
Is it any players that I can look out for, because I haven't did a deep dive study besides the top 10 that everybody talking about, and I know those players are probably not going to be at the East West game, but I know it's going to be some jewels at that game. So I'm going out there just to do the study.
For me, the linebackers. I am looking for linebackers so bad just for the Cowboys. I think we still need 3. I think we still need 3. Even because the reason I said, because I want Amari Overshown to be completely healthy. I want him to be completely healthy, and I want to get but I don't want him to play every down. So that's why I'm looking for 3. Of course, we really gonna when we get to the secondary, when we start talking secondary, we really gonna break them fuckers down. So any secondary and linebacker play right now, I think we're set on defensive line.
Right.
Everywhere else, man, I think the Cowboys' main focus got to be defense.
You know what's hard about this whole thing? If we would have had just middle of the road coaching, it was a better evaluation on who's on this team.
Right.
Because we know we saw we know football is football, but did we really get a good evaluation on who's on this team on defense?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, you're right.
We don't know because the coaching was so freaking bad that it's like we're calling dudes out. Now we know Kenneth Murray. I don't ever want to, get on him that bad, but that was bad. That was bad. Being a veteran, that was bad. Being a long time veteran. So we know we got to do with that. His speed is not there. He's not a honking type of linebacker. He's not a coverage linebacker. He can stuff the A and B gap if he's in those gaps and they coming right at him. But it was a bad evaluation of who we really have on this team on defense with the coaching staff and the scheme that they ran. And it's just going to be unfortunate for some of them guys because we would never be able to see what they really could do. Look at Nashawn Wright. I mean, I was high on him, but he was far down the depth chart. So they got something for him. And then he fell out of favor with somebody. I don't know who, but he fell out of favor with somebody, and they got him off the team. So it's just so unfortunate, man. I kind of feel bad for some of them, at least, because they didn't get a chance to do what they do best, because of somebody else messing with them. So I hope this defense coordinator come in is not a guy that's learning. It's a guy that got some skin on the wall because we don't have time for some of these players for you to learn how to be a DC. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the other part. I was just learning. Well, you wasted Dak's time, CD time. These guys only got 3 years left,
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
We will.
Real quick, you asked for a name. You a name Harold Perkins, linebacker out of LSU. That dude's gonna be a fucking beast in the NFL. Pure speed and instincts at the linebacker position.
LSU linebacker.
LSU, he's gonna be there. Watch him in practice and in the game, man. He's gonna pop out.
Okay.
All right. Well, look, I'm excited about this, man. Hey, good luck to all the other teams remaining in the playoffs, except for the Niners. Taylor, he's still in the comments. That's what I'm focusing on, except for the Niners. You did your job. Now it's time to go home. All right, it's quitting time. We'll appreciate that, man.
Messed up.
Man, thanks for everybody from joining in, man. Thanks, Mikey, the punk ass, fake ass, trick ass, fake ass tribal chief, Cowboy Corner. Appreciate y'all guys. Taylor's laughing. So we'll appreciate y'all, man. Hey, like I say, we're off next Monday. We'll get back into a little more playoff talk, and man, then we'll really dive into this off season. Okay, hopefully we'll have a defensive coordinator by then. All right. So, man, like the big fella always say, Dallas Cowboys for life. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Let me give a big shout out to St. Louis bro in the building. Always WWE Ivan Sosa in the building.
You see him?
You see him? The loyalist. You got Cowboy Beat in the building.
The great Cowboy Beat.
Big shout out, man. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all joining. We only growing, guys. We only growing. It's gonna get bigger. Excited.
Hey, did you see he got retrofit right in the introduction?
I see it.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
All these videos, dancing.
Hold on, player. Sometimes I screw up, player. Hey, man.
Players fucked up.
Hey, yeah, players fucked up. Yeah. In this first day of pads. Say, man, we all played, man. It's just something about that first day. Ain't nothing like it. It is nothing like it, man. Because now to me,
tomorrow tells the truth. Today was the but tomorrow tells the truth.
This is what you about. went through my monologue, but I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. You know, I know we all co-hosts, but you know, I like to have a little quick monologue before we get into a subject. You know, your ass always got to spread shit and eat wings and
Motherfucker sprint.
Calm down.
I haven't sprinted in 5 years.
Calm down, Mikey.
Sprinting 5 years.
Calm down, Mikey.
What you sprinting right now?
Yeah, we got a long show. We can go as long as you want to, man. So 21, what you got for Brock today, man?
Pleasure to meet you, Brock. I appreciate the love on TikTok, man. Shout out to Brock, man. Welcome to the show. So hey, I got the hard hitting questions, so I got the controversial.
Yeah. You come out with that Whataburger in and out, right?
We kind of keep it light, but big fella, I gotta hit him with Walter Cronkite up here.
Okay.
Drake or Kendrick?
See, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never really grew up liking Kendrick like that, right? I've always been a big Drake fan, so I'm gonna say Drake, but not like us. Like I was telling Terrence the other day, because Terrence is a huge Kendrick fan. I was like, not like us has me feel like a certain way, because I'm like sitting there like vibing in that song, but it's like this is Drake, you know, and I'm a Drake fan over Kendrick any day. So that's not the only Kendrick song I like. Yeah.
And remember, like, subscribe. You know, don't forget to like. Don't forget to like. You know, if you love us, tell your friends about us. Like.